Rich Eisen, NFL Network, also the Rich Eisen Show. Are the Browns with Joe Flacco as the quarterback real contenders?
You're going to even see Flacco get MVP votes. I know I might be talking crazy right now because he's only played basically a third of a season. But this team, with this defense and an offense that looks like this right now, with the run game supported by a passing game like this right now, receivers, tight ends, running backs out of the backfield with Flacco winging it around and looking like he's 23 again. This is a very dangerous team. Who the hell is going to want the Cleveland Browns coming in the AFC South winner in the first week? And then the Ravens potentially is the 1 seed. Want to see the Browns walk in there with Flacco in the divisional round? These things are real, people.
Scott, I can't argue. I said it at the beginning. Flacco gives them a puncher's chance against anybody. And you've seen it. Amari Cooper, the throw that he made where he went between 3 defenders, Marquise Goodwin. They haven't even tapped into the deep threat with Elijah Moore.
Yeah, I thought that Cooper quote last week when he called Joe Flacco a faith multiplier, that was my favorite quote of the year, I think. And it speaks to the team, it speaks to the organization, I think it speaks to the fan base. That there's a belief that they can do a lot with Joe Flacco. And part of that's because he's done it before, right? We talk about winning the Super Bowl with Baltimore, and he's a Super Bowl MVP that year. He's 10-5 in playoff starts. Like, all that matters, and the fact that he can throw it all over the yard. And I've lost track. There's 4 games. I think he's 7 out of his last 8 starts. He's thrown for 250 plus. So it's not like this is a fluke. He can do that. And, Rich Eisen mentions the #1 defense. And, they had really special teams, like really strong special teams. They're going to have to figure that out. And hopefully they get Hopkins and Bajorquez back and they can go back to being, a really strong unit. But you can support the quarterback a little bit. You have Amari Cooper. You have David Njoku. Like, there's some things there. Plus, I think the coaching staff is coaching at a high level. So, they're certainly not the Super Bowl favorite. But would I rule them out in any matchup with any team in the league? No. And we saw them go into Baltimore and win. Different quarterback, different situation. But you know how division games are. They're not easy. The Browns know Lamar Jackson. I think they play Lamar Jackson better than many defenses do. So yeah, it's certainly interesting, and I'm not getting ahead of myself, and I'm not talking winning a Super Bowl. I just think they have a chance to win in a given week with Joe Flacco, because I think he's that good, and I think the rest of the team's that good too.
And again, he's a guy that wins. He has won as many games as anybody, including Tom Brady. He's tied with Tom Brady for road wins in the playoffs in NFL history. And that does matter.